Hell yeah. Oh, well, I didn't add him. Your tweet. Bro's trying to be an observer now. Hell yeah. Hello, Cobb. Welcome in.
Hey, yo.
Welcome.
I am ready. How are we doing tonight, fellas?
We are chilling, bruh. I don't think... Do you have our mics on, Graham? How's this working? I see the intermission screen right now. Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alright, so where am I watching the game? Just the stream?
So Graham has the actual game. I have the music.
What is that? Okay, got you.
We couldn't find like a reliable way to get some good music going.
That's fine. So this is like the new locally hated team? Because I haven't really seen
Yes.
too much about that.
Yes, it is.
Yo, Blake, are you streaming yet?
Yes, it's on the locally hated Twitch. Why?
All right. So Ethan didn't change the team name yet, but we're still locally hated. He just worked 12 hours, so and he's the only one who
you're
can.
good.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Just thought I'd let you know.
No, you're good, bro.
Yeah, they work him like a dog. They work him like a dog
bro.
over at Amazon.
Oh, he works at Amazon, bro?
He works at a warehouse, dude. He works at a warehouse. It's either FedEx or Amazon, bro. One of the two. But they work him like a dog, dude. And he's a manager too. No breaks. Bro, they got cameras in the bathroom, bro. They be watching Big Brother.
For real. Holy
Nah,
shit.
I have no clue, bro. But that sounds funnier, so I'll say that. All right.
Hell yeah, good luck, bro. We're excited.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's Alec. That's the guy that I first DM'd. Hell yeah.
Alright, wait, so who's the team? They said that they're not...
So they haven't changed.
Okay.
They haven't changed the name on ESEA yet, or on Face It.
Yes, sir.
Is your mic hot, Graham, or no? Okay. So yeah, Haunted Mound on the Face It page is us. They just haven't changed the team
I
name.
got
So,
you. Okay.
but like I said, I don't blame them because they work and then come home and practice Counter-Strike. They are some fucking grinders, and I respect it.
Just taking some notes real quick.
Yep. They played a Team Liquid Cash
Grind,
Cup the other
respect.
day. They played a Team Liquid Cash Cup the other day. Lost or won. What, they got a bye, won, then lost, right? Or they get. Yeah, they lost to the winners of the whole tournament, and immediately after they lost, they went into scrims.
That's fire. This is their second game?
The boys are grinders. Round 2, first game.
Yes.
First game. The first round was a forfeit win. But I don't know if you want to
Wait,
call
so
it
they
a
didn't
forfeit
even
win.
play, or was it like...
No, they didn't even play.
Okay.
Because that team got
1-0,
promoted
baby.
to Challenger League. That's what I'm saying. 1-0.
No
We
bias
take
right
the
here.
1-0s. We take the 1-0s. Yep. I was gonna tweet that after the match, but I was like, that's no shot. This is gonna be a crazy one.
Alright, well,
Let's see.
excited for Blake's play-by-play.
When I'm into it, I'm into it, bro. You'll see. Let's go. I gotta pull up a train call-out map real quick. Make sure I'm fresh on them. I mean, yeah, I know that. Come on. My main confusion was Hell and Olaf, bro. And also I'm colorblind, right? And trains are like red and green. So the only reason I know where like what call out is what is because where the train is. I don't know the actual like. If I played train for the first time and you said red train, I'd be like, I'd look at the yellow train and be like, that's the only one that has color, man. I'm excited, man.
Is it best of or just?
No,
one?
it's just BO1. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Just bust it out real quick.
So it looks like on the other team we have like a refrag CEO or something. The Maestro guy.
Refrag.
Bro's got
that's a
Bro's got the gold check mark and his banner's refrag.
That guy has a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's this new Falcons team gonna look like?
Oh nah, bro. You're talking about
With
with
hasn't,
Monasi?
like-
Or are you talking about Kisuke?
both, right?
Yeah, that. I don't know. I think the issue with Falcons is that they don't like build anything up and that they just buy finished products and try to make it work.
I agree. I mean, they're doing it in COD too. It's funny as hell. No,
Yeah, like
they're doing what I wanted to do as a kid whenever I was playing like Madden or something. Just getting all the best players on one team. Like, I don't know.
exactly.
I can't really be mad.
Which, to be fair, if you bought a whole roster, that would make sense, you know? But you can't just like pick and choose. Like, I don't know.
This guy. Yeah. I hear you.
No, call me crazy, but I definitely think Monasi and Nico can like carry a team together. That's all I'm saying.
It's that Kios, whatever his name is. Isn't he like Donk's predecessor? The whatever the word is.
Nah,
Supposed to be,
he's
like, the
just
next
like
Donk.
So Spirit has. Well, Spirit also has like one of the more successful like academy programs in like EMEA CS, right? And so it's like, cause what the two successful academy teams are like Navi and Spirit Academy, right? And just because you have Donk coming out of Spirit Academy, Spirit now has all this extra like crazy amount of funding where they can promote these academy players to the next level, you know? And they have a tier 1 team that they can like mold them into being a perfect fit for, you know? But that that also goes back to that the many conversations we've had about the culture difference of like gaming in North America versus Europe and EMEA and all these other different regions.
Mostly Hated's next up. It's what we need.
It's what North America needs. It's what North America needs in esports.
What
is
North America
a-
deserves. Start
an
there.
organization that facilitates up and coming talent.
I'm a complete casual, but whenever I was looking at HLTV like 2 or 3 days ago and I saw Complexity's the new old logo, what do you think about that? I'm not.
I love the old logo. Like, it's kind of cringe that they brought it back, but
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I love that logo regardless.
That's fair.
They did a disservice like changing it into the circle originally, and then they did an even like worse disservice changing it into a star.
I might be crazy, but the star was the best.
I don't know. No, it's funny you say that because Cobb's a Cowboys hater, bro.
Really?
Cobb's
Oh,
a-
yeah. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, bro. Their headquarters is in Dallas.
I mean, if I believe it that you're saying it, I guess I never put that together.
That's why, like, when Tim the Tatman got signed to Complexity, they started doing, like, Tim the Tatman tailgates in Dallas and shit. And, like, I don't know, whenever Fortnite was really big.
I should have been around for those days. What? Yeah, that has a ring to it. You should still do those.
Bro, did you see that they're doing tailgates at the Major, Graham? Yeah, that's like the thing that's one of the things they're advertising. Is like tailgating. And that Yep. I get to go outside, eat the good food, and then go inside to my nice and cozy seat all alone with
Walk
random
around, people will
people.
be offering you barbecue.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, I'm going to the Major and I'm buying all the merch, bro. There's not a single piece of merch I'm not gonna buy. Jesus. No shot. Switch 2 or Major merch?
I went to buy a PS5 controller at Walmart last night, and the dude was talking to me. The dude that had opened up the case was talking to me about the Switch. I was like, yeah, my friends are really mad about that, but they're all still gonna buy it. He got so mad. He's like, well, your friends are stupid. I was like, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
The
Let's buy
Walmart
this real quick.
employees fucking weekend on shift, bro.
Yeah, he was also really mad that they're selling physicals for like $10 more than digital. Which makes no sense if you want me to be honest, but
I mean, it makes sense to me. It's like the $10 you're paying for a physical copy. Wait, you're saying you have to pay $10 for the digital? $10 more for digital?
no, I think it's $10 more for physical.
Yeah, that makes sense because
Or it might be the other way around. I don't know.
well, yeah, but
Because you're
why
paying
wouldn't you
for
be
the
getting it
cartridge.
digital anyway? And on top of that, it's also like, dude, no, the Switch cartridges in general don't have the game on it.
I mean, yeah,
Because, yeah,
You buy it-
it's literally a licensing key.
you
that,
buy
like,
it
once you
physical
put
to
it
still
in-
download it digital.
Yeah. The Switch cartridge you put into your Switch is a license key that allows you to download it. And so, I don't know if y'all saw in the Direct, but they're doing virtual game cards. So rather than, if you buy a game digitally, you will get what's called a virtual game card. And it essentially works the same way, but rather than putting the cartridge in to get the license, you digitally insert it, and then you can trade that cartridge with other people if you're close enough with them and let them like play that game. They basically are facilitating game sharing. Yeah.
Didn't they
I
pull a
mean, they're
Pokemon?
basically allowing you to do it without being like, They're allowing you to do it without needing to be in person.
Didn't they pretty much say like, if you're broke, just say so today or yesterday?
They were like trying to justify their costs, like the $90 games or whatever. They were like, we're gonna take a look at every game that is produced, look at the replayability, the amount of time it took, the...
Or imagine paying $100 with tax for Mario Kart. Like we're debating paying $100, $150 for GTA. Over here paying $100 for Mario
For Mario
Kart.
Kart. Hey, open world, man. Open world. Open world Mario Kart, man. I mean, I thought that GTA's like increased price tag was like needed to happen for the gaming industry, to be completely honest, because I think that if GTA like 6 comes out and it's priced at 150, then like there's no way that if it's priced at, well, that's what I'm saying, it raises the standard almost, you know, because it's like, if GTA 6 is, why would someone pay 150 bucks for like a Call of Duty remake for when they could buy GTA 6, you know? And then that's my thought, and then no one's gonna end up buying Call of Duty, you know, because it's just a copy paste game, and they'd rather spend their 150 bucks on a actual new game because it's in. Oh. Knife round, knife round, knife round. Let's go. With the CS2 music kit playing. Oh, I'm gonna pause it, bro. Come on, bro. No, I know. I'm saying, I'm pausing. I'm pausing it whenever the game starts. Come on, fool.
All right.
Or you stand still knife round so far. Oh, they're going. Saber gets some tags. Okay.
Looks like a
They're trying to knife movement here. Oh, close. All right. We're here. Locally hated versus powerFinesse. ESEA Season 53. Round 2. First time we're seeing the locally hated guys suit up in action. See what comes out of this. Got smoke 2 flashes on the T side. Is that what I'm seeing here? The smoke camera, I'm assuming, or yeah, smoke camera and then flash down Ivy. Oh, Handle and Hurricane get a 2K onto Apex and Zera. Save able to get the trade kill. Starry spamming into the smoke. Hurricane's just kind of falling off and giving that space. T's are now gonna walk out of Ivy. Alex slowly walking out of Ticon, looking to find any kind of aggression or over peeking from the CTs. Hurricane spots him out. He takes contact in the long haul. See what they're gonna do here. Starry and Saber walking into Ticon. Gonna take contact from this long dog player. Gets a gush onto him. Gonna hunt him down. Gonna hit him with the switch. Hits him with the switch. Gets traded out by Aurora. Aurora with the cleanup. powerFinesse taking the pistol. That's a strong setup.
Let's see if we can get a little eco round going here. Like we're not buying too much yet.
Yeah, just a deal on a Starry. I think they're just gonna try and walk the dog here. Cycle the old pick up the Deeg when I die strat. All reliable. Nade stack coming at T-Con 0. Down to 30 HP.
It'll pop out.
Red.
Two down.
Hurricane gets 1. Saber looking for more. Aurora. Just kind of a meat grinder there from the CTs, but not much the Ts can do on an eco round like that. You need a lot of util to get out onto the A site, and if it's not there, it's kind of you either go into the meat grinder long haul or upper, or come out T-Con and get hit with nades and spam on the rifles.
Good shots from powerFinesse, making sure nothing too bad happens. Clean force round. See how locally hated can respawn.
CTs are really aggressive on this T-Con presence here. Molly into the corner, or gets
Bam through the smoke.
spot. Starry gets caught through the smoke, like you said. Alex coming up for the long dog, kind of peek. Not sure if they're gonna be ready for this kind of now 3-man stack onto the A site. CTs are doubled up really close, which is very strong. I think
He might see his arm here if you.
is what timing. Maestro, kind of a decoy flash from his teammate, able to draw the attention to pick onto Ethex. And looks like we're gonna be seeing some sort of A play with Alec coming out late or taking first contact here.
Only one flash and a smoke left from locally hated. Let's see if they can use that to make something happen, but it's not feeling too hot right now. One behind the gen.
Gets contact Evox to him. No, he's there. Rugrat fighting for his life. Gets one. Gets almost the second. Straight it out, and Rugrat with a very strong round coming out with the MP9, getting the 2 kills. A lot of money in the bank for Rugrat now. 6.5k. Can get the op up. Not going to. No reason to waste the eco. Luckily hated back on what looks to be a save round. Maybe get some pistols in. I'm interested to see what the strategy here is. I never played competitive train, so I don't know too much about. I'm not familiar with strategies on it.
Yeah, you're telling me. Ooh, there we
Ethex
go.
gets a
Good pickup.
beautiful kill on the Rugrat, securing that AK, taken away from the CTs. Yeah, locally hated into a man advantage. They're gonna CTs are gonna shift one over into the site, kind of give up Ivy completely. You have handles.
See if Saber can take advantage of that. See if he pushes it out. Two's going back to pick it up.
See it. Saber sees the jiggle from handle.
Forgiven for both sides.
Look at this walkout happening right now from Alec on the B site. He's got the Tech 9. Kind of notice there's nothing close sight.
Ooh, so close.
Deciding to give.
He just went down the
Try
ladder.
to go down
now.
and look for this
Yeah.
guy. Maestro might get caught by timing. Maybe Alec. Kind of a battle of the timing here. He turns around. Maestro gets the first pick on
big
Alec.
kill.
T's and CT's now in an even situation.
Now looks like they're just
T's
trying to
coming out
pop
into a
out.
3-man execute. Starry gets a good pick on Aurora. Hurricane gets 2. 1 onto Zera, 1 onto Starry. Handle picks one up on the Saber. Ethex with the AK he got from Long Dog earlier in a 1v2. Kind of good HP. Grabbing the
Pick up
bomb.
1v1s here.
Looking for it. Gets the first kill onto Handle and Z. Will he be ready for the camera player? Doesn't look like he is. It looks like he's looking for him to come out. Long Dog. He's ready for the possibility, though. Loses the gunfight.
Maestro. Huge round from Maestro right there. From the kill on B, coming over and getting the last kill pickup.
It's kind of a tough situation for Ethex there.
Almost a huge round from Ethex, picking up the 2 in the clutch. Bomb down.
Oh, we got an ad in the.
Force.
We got an ad in the Twitch chat from a view bonner. Banned. Later, loser.
It's crazy.
See, kind of
Playing
very
slow.
passive setup. Yeah, very passive setup from the CTs early on compared to the front red train and Ebon's aggression.
Waiting at the meet to still have 3 smokes going.
This looks like it's gonna be a pretty solid A hit though. I'm not sure if there's any fake utility gonna come into B or if they're just gonna kind of wait the time down and see if the CTs make any kind of unhinged aggression or uncalled for rotates. We have a Molly coming in Olaf. I have an exchange
Op
of
is on B.
util.
This could be very big, but will be quick on the rotate.
Smoke sandwich comes in. We got a flash over T-Con. Ethan Zera coming out. X2 comes in. Sarah gets the trade kill onto Rugrat. Hurricane gets a kill onto Starry. Hurricane burning in a molly. Hell.
Hang
Saber
off
gets the
the
kill.
info, gets
Ethex.
another.
Nice. Picking up 2 kills. Now in a 3v2. Locally hated. Maestro with an AK and an HE. Handle with Op Molotov. Is he ready for the long dog fight? Ethex looking to take that fight. Doesn't take any damage from the grenade. Takes the gunfight. Can't win it. Maestro 1 HP though now. It'll be tough for them to kind of want to dedicate everything to this retake, and it looks like the save call is coming in.
Probably just going for the big shot.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Thanks
just
to
gonna go
frags.
save the up.
And Saber's aware of where he is. Gonna try and get the op out of his hands before the round ends. Unable to do so.
It hurts, but it's nice to put one up on the board.
Kind of a rough start coming out for the T side. I believe this is a T-Con smoke being lined up. I believe it's a running T-Con smoke, kind of like the ancient one. Yep. Yes, sir. Shout out Ocean Man.
That is beautiful.
Former teammate of mine for showing me that one.
Taking that into my pugs.
Really aggressive long dog setup for the CTs here. Gets the great pick. Ethex with 2 picks on the long dog. Kind of great. Gets a great opening. We're gonna see a Starry kind of. Maybe we might miss this timing onto an upper push. This upper player needs to win this gunfight. Cut off this rotation. Maestro's aware of it. Gets the great pre-aim from Maestro. Gets the pick on the Alec. Ethex aware of the flank now. Feeling the pressure of getting pinched. Walked in on with the molly. Aurora now looking for the fight. Gets one. Aurora goes down to Zera. Zera going out for the wide swing onto the op in camera. Able to make it onto sight. And
looks like they're gonna run through to B.
Looks like they're gonna try and take this B, yes.
The entire site is clear. Not sure if they know that. Number 5 wrapping through A main.
Maestro gave the early pressure upper, but unsure of where he could be now. I think they're now trying to look up for a fight onto this upper. Let's see. Handle looking a little bit deeper than he actually is. Gets the no-scope.
Trade, big trade.
Good trade frag. And Maestro's just running for the bomb.
Not sure if he hurt.
Planted for Zera. Maestro so aware of it. Zera secures the round. 4-2, locally hated. That's what we're looking for.
You know, I'd love after they get these opening picks if they could group up a little bit together and make a play. And I know I'm a complete casual, so.
Come on, bro.
Couple
And
rounds are
that
getting
round
these opening picks, but
completely breaks the CT economy. We have an XM coming out on Maestro. Had that extra money
see
to
what
be
this
able
op
to
can do.
pull that off. Got an op on Saber. Mac 10's on Alec and Astari.
It's getting pushed out.
Kind of force versus force here. Rugrat gets two. Might get the third. Great XM push from the inner. Takes the attention. Saber gets a nice pick on the Ivy. We're in a 2v3 for locally hated. Rugrat has an AK and 40 HP. Hurricane, Scout, and 100 HP. Gonna be looking for this Ivy play. They're aware that it's Ivy. Gets the Hurricane, gets timing. They decide to group up, go through CT. And they should be around in the bag for locally hated.
Well executed. A little rough at the beginning with those pistol kills, but well executed.
See, Rugrat's going for this. It is a force round from them. No armor, 1 HP. Kind of a decision from Rugrat. Gets one. Will he be able to isolate these fights? Not what we want to see. Taps the bomb. Zero goes for the jump peek. Kind of trying to draw him out. They know he's not on the bomb. Going back to hide. Rugrat tapping the bomb again. Looking for any extra peeks. Flashes onto the bomb. Rugrat saving the AK. Ultimately. I would have freaked out if he got that kill. He was 37 HP, and that was totally possible. Holy shit.
Really big round from locally hated right there. 4-3.
CTs have a decent buy now. Let's see.
They're able to save that 1 AK, so let's see if Rugrat's able to do any work with that one.
I think that if the T's can keep securing some rounds here, we'll keep the economy down on the CTs. We'll be seeing a nice closeout on this half. But like I did say, it is pretty hard to actually take the A site on train.
Pretty heavy Ivy setup right here for locally hated.
I think they've realized that Ivy is kind of where a lot of the picks are coming in, and that's where they're going to try to work. Let's see, though. You have Aura. Playing a very passive setup. Using his nades wisely.
Big boom right there onto Efex and Zera.
Boom! Sorry. Great fake from Aura. Gets Zera out of it.
Taking space.
Looking for the aggressive play here. He goes straight into the smoke. Unfortunate for Ethex. Knows he's there in the smoke. Gets Aura. Good for two.
Trade.
Saber with one. Sorry, with the lurk out, T-Con gets one onto Rugrat. Handle able to hold off the long dog push. Handle misses the shot. Maestro in a 1v2. Double HEs on locally hated side. Use them to clear out. Not necessarily clear out, but get any damage into T-Con. Maestro going for a crazy flank through Old Bomb here. Kind of looks like they're ready for this. Will Maestro be able to throw off the timing? Lining up some util like yo, all I'm saying is if I worked for Refrag, it would be risk if I didn't know the util. Good setup for locally hated, secure the round.
Really nice setup. You know, ever since I said anything, man, they're just completely playing together, trading literally everything. It's beautiful. It's almost like they're better than me, man.
You think? I thought they were pretty good.
Eco here from powerFinesse. Let's see how they set this one up. Very big A setup. Two pushing through long dog.
Interesting. The Pop Dog player only has bought a USP and some util. They are really aggressive in the upper here. Alex gonna kind of slowly walk into this.
Could get timed.
No, not gonna get timed. See the double crossfire. Gonna jump up. Alec, is he gonna be ready for this? Just gets the timing. Maestro gets one onto Alec. And it kind of looks like the T's are gonna snap off of this. They need to make sure they're clearing their corners here. Might go on, check no off. Molly's come out. Hurricane gets one.
Fade it out.
You got a team kill actually from Astari onto Ethex. One player popped on, one coming out on site.
3-2 that do not know he's
From
on
Heaven,
site.
Rugrat fighting from Heaven. Maestro goes down to Saber. Saber and Rugrat in a 1v1, playing Ring Around the Rosie at this point. Rugrat expecting this play to come in from Saber. Saber has the bomb, could totally just walk all the way through to B. And this looks like what he is gonna do. How long before Rugrat finally realizes this is the play that's happening here? Starting to look left, starting to second guess his decision on staying put here. Starts cautiously clearing through Ivy. Here's Hell.
And he's wrapping back
Saber's
through Nectar.
going back through Z. They're gonna meet right up. No, Saber's gonna hear the... And he loses the gunfight. Unfortunate.
Big eco from
That's all.
powerFinesse.
That is a huge eco from powerFinesse, but this is all part of the plan. They gave them that round so they could reset them here. That's all I'm saying.
If locally hated wins here, they will be broke.
Oh, and it looks like we have a straight A play coming in from locally hated. Molly's back sight. Astari running in. Gets good damage off to the DT playing. Ethex has walked all the way through Ivy. Hurricane is completely unaware of this possibility. Playing behind the... What a hit from locally hated. Maestro coming through Long Dog, though. Will he be capable of this? They seem to be ready for this. Maestro beats the smoke. Ethex has to hear this. Gets the kill on the Maestro. Back red.
And what did you say?
Like I said,
Now they
part
are
of, all part of the plan.
they are broke.
All part of
Maybe
the
they
plan.
might. You think they're gonna force up here, or just go straight for
I think we see
complete
some
eco for
pistols.
last?
I think we see some pistols and yeah, a scout off of handle. This is what we call the old tag and bag. Let the scouter get the picks, the pistols do the rest of the damage. Or let the scout get tags.
See if locally hated can capitalize on the eco, or if we're gonna see back-to-back eco wins.
Rugrat walking through. Maestro gets one kill on Alec. Ethex might not be aware of the second guy. Hits him with the molly on the head. Ethex grabs the AK, gives the space. We have a push coming in late from Hurricane. But if I were to bet my money right, I'm gonna re-clear this. But will they clear it deep enough to check Hurricane? They are completely aware of this, though.
What a setup. Let's see if he has the patience or if he's gonna get anything. Oh,
There it is.
there he goes.
Hurricane goes for the information peak. Gets picked out by Ethex. Ethex is going to drop the smoke lower. Handle DB coming into sight. Kind of not much that
He's all alone. Can't hold anything. Info down.
Aura gets a great pick on Azera. Nice one, D. Molly comes into T-Con. Aura gets a pick on a Saber. This is going downhill for locally hated fast. I have to see some
Still have the weapon
isolating of fights. Ethex is stuck on him in the smoke. They are unaware of that.
Wow.
Ethex gets the kill.
Huge
Onto
kill.
Aura up top. Now handle DB, no scopes. Onto sight. Starry. One-on-one.
Calling his bluff.
Goes for the flash. No, he's not on it. Goes for the peek. Astari secures the 6th for locally hated. That's what we love to see.
Huge half so far from locally hated. Picking up at least 6 on
Train. This is
T-side train.
this is what we're looking for here.
All that grinding you were talking about seems to be paying off.
I'm telling you, these guys are grinders, and I haven't found them on the Grinder app yet, but I know they're grinders. outside Pop Dog, able to block off the CT aggression. Maestro looking for an early space into upper, decides to give it. And we got 4 CTs on the A site. Wow, we have Hurricane going for a really aggressive play into T-Con with that smoke up deep.
That's a lot of info given.
It's a lot of info given, but the T's have to be aware that that's going on. The real question is are they going to be aware of this two-man setup into Ivy, and they're not, or picks up an easy double kill onto Saber and Alec. Ethex comes out of Pop Dog, unable to get a trade frag onto Rugrat. We have Astari and Zera in a 2v4 now. Astari gets a nice nade kill onto Rugrat. Now have Astari in a 1v3. Kind of runs out, unable to do anything there. Time to get onto the CT side.
Huge round there from Aurora. I really felt his impact there in the last couple of rounds, getting a bunch of huge multi kills.
I have an update from Arrow. If I remember correctly, coach, because I'm terrible with names. Our coach said we've been grinding. Quote, haven't played a single train scrim. Hey, well, I wouldn't have been able to know that. Based on, looking at it. Y'all are better than me, and it's showing. Saber sees 2 in the Ivy. Maestro gets 1 onto an upper player. Is he going to be available or ready for the second? Finds out Ethex is also there. He's going to hear Ethex rotating out of Pop Dog. And hated kind of in a very awkward situation into Ivy. Astari looking to create some havoc in the smoke. They're aware of the possibility he's in there. Randall runs out of ammo. What a spam from Rugrat. Misses all his bullets. Alec unable to get frags on the players coming out of camera. We now have Ethex in a 1v4. I'm a believer. That's all I will say.
What a crazy sequence that just went on right there.
Yeah. What a jiggle from this player on top red.
I believe.
Just seeing his player marker back and forth. Nice try from Ethex. He got a good frag onto the entry, and the rest was history. powerFinesse now taking a timeout.
I did just see Astari buy a revolver for a second. I would love to see that one come out here. Looks like it's not going to be happening.
Fury buy going on here. Talking strategy right now. Who knows? Maybe they haven't played a train scrim either. But I highly doubt that.
For a team that hasn't played a train scrim, they're doing better than I ever saw your team do. No, I'm playing. I don't think I ever watched your team personally.
Let's see. Kind of a meat grinder in the upper. Just what locally hated we're looking for with the MP9 and 257. Saber gets one onto Hurricane, walking into Ivy. Great pick onto that. And it looks like the pistol and Fury buy is coming in clutch. Rugrat peeking out T-Con. Tries to get any damage off. Spots some info. And the T's are kind of in a tight spot, no? 2v5?
Still 2 Galils on the T's, but yeah, I'm not sure if they can really claw their way back into this round.
And even if they do, it's gonna be some money for the CTs, considering we have two MP9s, a Mac 10, and a 5.7, and I'm pretty sure. Don't we have a? No, we have a Galil on Ivy, I'm pretty sure.
Locally hated set up well to trade each other. Now info. One out
Sees
red.
one Olaf. Rugrat gets a good tag onto Saber here. Saber pulling out the 5-7 over Mac 10. Handle gets traded by Zera. Astari running
Huge
through with
round.
the MP9. Huge round from locally hated. Great or force into, or great conversion, I guess I should say.
I really
And
like that setup. They didn't get too aggressive after getting the opening picks. They just sat back, played their trades.
no
That
need
was
to.
beautiful.
Once you get that space and get those picks, gotta not be a stats player.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yo, also, Saber's got the best combo in the game. That's all I'm saying. This is an instant B hit, instant inner hit from the T's. Alec gets one on the Aurora, looking for the second.
Huge damage.
Has to reload. Ethex gets one on the handle. Bomb goes down for the T's. Asari comes in, gets instant frag onto Rugrat. We have Maestro, back Thomas. Locally hated, using great utility here. We're gonna pinch this Thomas player, kills him, and Astari's looking for this upper player. Zera looks like he's gonna run into him first, and knife out, jumping through the smoke, plus respect.
Beautiful post plant. Not much the T's could really do there. No weapons, just kind of run in, get the bomb down, try to get their money.
The money they did
looking
get,
good so far.
they are still broke, but I definitely think there's a possibility we see a Mac 10 buy here, maybe. We're 4 rounds in, coming up on the 4th round, and they
Eagles
are
set up, trying to get their headshots, but
broke as a joke.
it's like locally hated
Wow.
pushing out Ivy.
Aurora taking big.
Gonna be a fight right here.
Rugrat gets one.
Big
Saber.
trades.
Alec gets the trade onto Rugrat, and the teaser's kind of left in the same situation as last round. Very isolated and forced to group up here. Maestro's gonna take a peek out of upper, but Asari's walking in. Ooh. Can't seem to hit the head. Looking to take all the fights he can. Just wants to cause some damage to the CT economy. Gets one. Here's the second player coming behind. Fortunate timing on the reload. Flashes above himself. Let's see what Maestro can do. Maestro gets another onto the inner player. We're now in a 2v2. We hated to have dropped this man advantage. And it looks like we're going to have a commit on the T's to go towards the B site.
Maestro
This goes
able
to show how strong these Deagles are in the right hands.
Maestro able to crawl their way back into the rounds. Now with
He was
two.
playing a default. Saw his head going towards Maestro 1v2. A lot more close than it needed to be. But Maestro is a Deagle demon.
I was just about to say, Maestro might not have the most kills in the game, but it feels like every time we go onto his point of view, it is a very high value kill.
It is. Either high impact or just getting multi-frags. What do they call it in ESL Pro League? The impact player of the game? Or the DHL player of the match? Something like that. Impact
Yeah,
player.
the same for Alec too.
Yeah, we've
He's
seen
gotten a
some-
lot of these final clutch kills from Alec.
I think that on locally hated side, we've seen more of those kind of plays like throughout the team, and I think as far as powerFinesse goes, it's only been Maestro. Ethex goes down early to Rugrat and Long Dog, looking for that early information. CTs are gonna kind of bolster up towards B, committing 2 players. Alec going, I don't know what to call this now. Opposite office, cloud. Yeah,
I
Saber
am not the
sitting.
person to ask for that.
Huh. I'm calling it cloud. We have what looks to be like a Z smoke coming in from the T's, kind of just to bait some rotations or any overreactions from the CTs, which it looks like that's what they're getting here. Looks like a Starry.
Very, very passive round from powerFinesse right here.
Kind of playing that push and pull. See what happens here. We have a flash into T-Con. Looks like they're gearing up for this A hit. That Z-smoke seems like it was a little bit early. Rugrat gets an entry frag on Azera. Looks like they're going to start executing off of this. Maestro coming out of Pop Dog. Will he be able to get anything going into Z? Gets one tap onto Astari. Z, Saber and Alec in a 2v5 situation. Saves the only thing that's happening here. And it almost looks like we're going to have two powerFinesse players going for a hunt here. I'm not sure if the locally hated players will be ready for this early. See, Laura runs into Alec, not ready for that early fight. Well, he is ready, just lost the gunfight. Saber gets a nice pick onto Maestro. And
does he know about the other?
He has to know there's another. Sees it coming. Saber gets the second pick on the Aurora. Now he has no information on where the T's are coming from. Just gonna jiggle behind. He's gonna look for it. Hurricane gets crisp headshot onto Saber.
Good opening right there from powerFinesse.
Dropped perfectly on the wall. Arrow has given me another update saying that, confirming that it is called Cloud.
It's a really good opening, and then I like how they slowed it down and then just hit again, and then they got another entry and just hit that immediately. Beautiful. Slowly and beautiful.
Looks like we have an immediate B hit coming out from the T's here. Well, we have all 5 CTs towards the A site. I wonder if there's going to be any kind of indication that the CT should start rotating, or if it's just going to kind of be a walk and pop kind of hit. Nice nade onto the smoke. Takes the space upper. Alec going into Cloud here. Rugrat. Looks like the T's are getting ready to just gear up and hit the site. Looks like a Z smoke coming in. We're going to have a...
coming out. Until spreading.
Missed Molly. I was wondering where that was going. Alec playing a very passive setup. Has to know that there could be someone close. Z knows that now that they do. Astari makes it out of Z. Rugrat playing a very defensive position. Comes out, gets killed by Saber. Looking for another Thomas, gets traded out by Handle. We have Alec finally activating in Cloud, getting 2 frags. Aurora.
Not sure if he knows
the upper angle. Gonna be a hard clear. Looks like he doesn't know. He goes unchecked. Now they know. Gets 2.
Ooh.
Aurora.
2v1. Huge trade.
Speaking together. Unable to do anything. Locally hated. Pick up 10.
Huge retake right there. I was a little bit worried seeing how they were still on A by the time they were fully out, but huge retake right there.
I do think it's kind of hard for the T's to take full control of the site, considering how much open space there is back B. But
I agree.
I think they have to overextend a lot in order to take that space, and it's kind of, if the CTs can set up on it right, I feel like it's just a meat grinder for the T's.
Alec getting that beautiful 2-piece.
Yep.
Like you said, activating late.
Activating late in terms of the execute.
Well,
perfectly timed in terms of when the CTs needed it.
Thank you
Looks
for
like
the
we have a straight pop dog hit. Looks like the T's are going for a lot of pass plays. Straight out. 1 goes through Z. Alec Ethex getting 2. Zera getting the 3rd. It looks like it's just cleanup time for locally hated. Zera killing a guy that's looking at the train. I'm not sure if he's repairing it, checking the paint. We're playing Counter-Strike, man. Don't quit the 9 to 5.
Certainly not. Locally hated looking like they don't have to at this point. They are playing quite amazing.
Yeah, once they got that ball rolling on T side, the momentum has kind of carried them all the way through. It's been very strong, nice crossfires, playing off each other great. Standard nades coming out T-Con from locally hated. Saber, look at what a flick onto Rugrat. Ethex picking up one as well. And if there's, all I'm saying is, if Maestro wasn't on the team and we didn't see that crazy clip from Maestro earlier, I would say this is wraps for the tees. But as long as Maestro has a deagle in his hand, this round is possible, you know?
I was about to say one smoke left, but he uses it down there. Ivy
See, Maestro's just looks like
taking
he's looking for the
space.
ladder. Yeah, drops down through the smoke. Alec is aware of this, makes the drop noise, and yep,
Oh,
Saber picks
Saber.
it up. They're completely ready for Maestro's shenanigans. And looks like we're gonna have a late kind of walkout. T-Con that is foiled by Astari, getting the pick on the Hurricane. Ethex seems to be 100% aware that he's T-Con. And
Beautiful 5-0.
what can I say?
Not
The old
dropping
COD run and
anything.
gun, man. What you
There's
see
about
is
3
what you get.
kills. About 3 kills past 2 rounds where I would have been slamming my desk. Huge wall bangs right there, and to Pop Dog, is it that the proper call out right there? Pop Dog?
Pop Dog is the old one. Long, quote unquote, long dog is what people call it now. I call it Pop.
Just put that one in my notes real quick.
Good nade set coming out from the CTs again. You have that triple upper setup from the T's.
Pushing out Ivy.
Kind of think this might lead into that late B hit again. Alec and who do we got here? Alec and Zera get a nice
Here's
frag
Vic and
onto
Zera.
Hurricane, falling back, giving the space, taking that man advantage, just like you said earlier. Playing it really safe now that they've got that advantage. No need to overextend. And
They're
all
almost
things
corralling
considered,
him.
this might be Maestro's. Aurora's walking right by Astari. Astari is ready for this. Knows what happened with Maestro last round. He has completely walked past him. Aurora is going to slip all the way through. But this might also leave an
No way.
opportunity for Astari to walk into upper and get a frag onto 3 unsuspected
turned around.
T's. What timing from Saber. Great check. Gets one inner as
Saber.
well. And the T's are just completely deterred from going B. They're going to try and recover this going through long dog, but this should be wraps.
Why did he turn around there? What a huge check right there. Oh my
What?
goodness.
A huge round from locally hated. Alec picking up one. And Handle gets another. Handle unable to do anything.
Ethics.
Ethex secures the 13-8 for locally hated.
What a
Let's
huge
fucking
showing
go.
right there.
Hey,
Let's
are y'all
go,
still
fellas.
live?
Yeah,
Y'all
we
still
are.
live?
Y'all
Hey,
wanna
just so
join
you
us?
know, we've never scrimmed that map before. We didn't think they'd play it.
That's what Arrow was telling us in chat.
We never scrimmed that map before, dude. We just didn't think they'd play it, bro. We were trying to play nuke. We went over so much nuke shit, and then train happened. It was brutal. I went 2 and what? 15, 2 and 13. That shit was good. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we threw that on the fly, bro. I didn't even think I remembered the smoke. No, I'm dead. I'm dead ass. I am not kidding. We've been pracking Mirage. That's their permaban. Anubis. That's their permaban. And then we played a whole bunch of nuke. And we did not think they played
Jeez,
train,
bro.
but it's all good, dude. It's all good.
Hell yeah. Y'all
It's
pulled it
beautiful.
out. Hell yeah.
All right. Peace out.
I'll join in there in a... Okay, well, I'm going to join in there in a minute, but
The vibes seem immaculate.
the
after
vibes
a
are
beautiful win.
immaculate. The vibes are immaculate. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here. Our next match, I believe, unless the fellas are playing in any tournaments, is going to be next Monday at 8 p.m. Should be. Don't forget to check out the locally hated Twitter. That's where we'll be posting all our updates. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. We're looking forward to a great season with our new roster. And, yep, doses.